1990, I saw a film that some local people had shot, a man and his wife, elderly couple. The film would never make it on the news. Once I saw the film, it was so, for that time, it was so alien. Showed up in 1990. 1997, I shot the down disc film West of Great Falls. That film provided some very important information about the propulsion system behind what people commonly describe or refer to as flying saucers. The 97 film is a good film. It was a daytime film. The disc was actually spinning through the air, spiraling. That's why the tail looks like a rope. The propulsion part of these craft are based on the same principles. The 97 film, on the frame that was grabbed from the film, so we're gonna say the word grabbed, and when that word grabbed is mentioned, it's in reference to taking a film and pulling or extracting a frame or a picture off of that film. So the 97 film, throughout the 42 seconds of the film that was actually shot, being able to go frame by frame, there were some very profound images that had come off of the film. One in particular, a very classic scenario of a flying saucer, has the dome, and it's got 3 or 5 black, what look like port windows. And these windows are not glass, like most people, when you say window, they would be thinking a glass substance that you can look out of. These 5 port windows that are black are along the bottom, the edge of the disc. What was later discovered down the road was that the first 2-3 port windows to the front of the disc shows light emanating from off of the ports. And the best way to describe it would be like a ray of light coming through the window on a nice sunny afternoon. The port windows, not being glass and all, it is believed that the windows of these ports are amplifiers, some kind of amplifier, basically operate or propel on light. Light is how these craft are able to move. So what was learned from the 97 film with the rays of light coming off the port windows is that those windows are on the line, and that would make the craft go left to right, where the power ring on the bottom or the ring on the bottom will enable it to go up and down. And that basically showed evidence that this is how these craft are able to fly. And many times the flight characteristics of these craft has been described as like a boat on the water, riding the magnetic wave. So we took the Sands photos from the early 70s, took what he shot, the 2 pictures, and then with the port windows out of his photos, and then after seeing the 1997 down disc film and pulling the stills off of that, because we're looking at the same substance as for the port windows. And the 97 film, you could see the rays of light, or the light emanating off of the three front windows. You could see the light just shooting out of it. That would explain just exactly how they're able to go left to right. What was important about the SANS photos, the number one, what was described as the close-up, referred to as the close-up, was that you've got the pine trees on each side of it, of the craft, bent like this, bent like here, bent like this. You know, and the craft's in the middle, and the trees on each side of it are bent like this. And if you took a straight edge and went off those 5-6 windows on that craft in the image of the SANS photos, it lines up almost perfectly with the bent trees. So between that, what he shot in the early 70s and submitted the photos for study, and then the 97 film, it really wasn't hard to figure out. A lot of the really good UFO photos up until, say, 10 years ago, like Ed Walters, you know, his ships matched the SANS photos with the nipple on top of the craft. And the only difference for the port windows from Walters to the SANS photos was the shape of the port window, where the SANS photos were oval on the windows, and the Walters images of the craft were diamond shaped. But yet the principles are still basically the same, and that really helped to understand a lot about the propulsion system of these highly advanced craft. So we'll jump to 2010. February 2010, I see this object. I'm not sure what it is. I shoot it. I keep shooting it. April 2012, it has appeared 202 times. The 199 filmed encounter from April 14th. The encounter lasted 110 minutes, 1 hour and 50 minutes, the total duration of time in which this craft stayed. There was about 50 minutes recorded time of the craft. Basically what it was doing is it was blinking in and out. The one encounter which the two planes were coming, and it was in the middle, and I go to get in the camera bag and I'm watching it, and I look down and look up and it goes poof, 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 and it was gone. The capabilities are incredible. After the tests were done, it was learned that the intelligence only allows the eyes that it wants to see it to see it. The intelligence behind this object, this structure, this craft, have the capabilities of knowing what's going to happen before it happens. Okay, and that's really, really important. I have an acquaintance. The acquaintance came out, I don't know, about 6-7 months ago. The craft did not show up. 3 weeks ago, a month ago, same person comes out. The first time the acquaintance come out, clear blue sky, nothing. The second time, 5-6 months later, the acquaintance comes out. I'm getting frustrated. Clock's ticking. I decided to bag it, told the person that it's probably not going to show. Lo and behold, we're getting ready to go. The person looks up and says, "Is that it?" And I was like, yeah, that's it. There is so much evidence that supports this, that is light propelled. When I first saw it and shot it, it went over me, emanating a lot of color off of it, lots of color. So when it was in flight and it's going over me, and I got very close to it. It was very close. The colors were coming off of it. The more it picked up speed, the more the colors were being thrown. And it positioned, the colors became less. They are watching and they are waiting. And, that's really all there is to it. And they are very real.